Hello my squidlings, it is Katie here, and today I'm going to be unboxing the one, the only, as you can tell from the title, the Inktober collection from ARTSNACKS. Now, I bought this a long time ago, right when they did pre-orders. I had no idea about the controversy that was going to go on behind the Inktober brand and Jake Parker and all that. I personally do not want to get into all the drama stuff, so that's not what I'm going to be talking about at all in this video. But anyway, I just want to open it up and have some inky supplies for the month, and I always really like getting these boxes when I can, and obviously I have one and I bought it a long time ago, so there's that. So anyway, if you're interested in unboxing it with me and doing some art with me, let's head on over and do that now. Also, for the month of September, if you become a patron from the Vampire Squid tier and up, you will get one of my new washi tapes. Expect that for the month of September. I hope you're excited about that. These will be up in my shop sometime between mid to end September. I'm going to be doing a huge shop update, so keep an eye on that. It's closed right now, so you can't order, but keep an eye on that. And I may or may not have a discount code. If you're a patron, you'll get a little bit bigger of a discount than everybody else. So if you're interested in becoming a patron to get one of these sweet washi tapes for the month of September, or just to get that really cool discount code that's coming up soon, head on over there and check it out. Okay, I am excited. This box is quite heavy, which I'm not really surprised about. So we have bubble envelope stuff and we have underneath stuff. I'm gonna go with the underneath stuff first, just because I like to do the bubble envelope stuff last. So the first item is a surface, and it is something I've never tried, but by a brand that I love. So this is Legion Lennox Cotton, and it's got a description there. It's gonna be kind of hard to see. But yeah, it's pretty cool, and it is, oh, it's really nice. Let's see if we can get a close-up of that texture. Not sure if you can see that, but it's kind of textured, and it's really nice. There are 15 sheets in here, 200 GSM, and it is 5x7. Then we have the one thing that I know that they teased. This is the Plumchester Sketchbook. We actually got one of these in the last box, but this has art on it by Jake Parker, which I think is kind of cool. I actually really like the art that's on here, and we'll get a better look at it whenever the plastic's off. And then lastly, we actually have an Inktober pencil case. Oh, cool. Okay, let me get it out of the package. So a while back, we actually got a double zippered pencil case by ARTSNACKS. This one feels a little bit lower quality. Ooh, it's red on the inside. That's pretty. But it is relatively nice, and I think it'll be a nice addition. I have a lot of pencil cases, but that's okay. I don't mind swapping them out every once in a while to have a different look. And then, of course, everything else is in the bubble stuff, so I'm just going to get that box out of the way. First off, in the bubble envelope is the card. I'm going to set it aside just to reference as I go. And then on the other side of this is a How to Ink class by Jake Parker. It's got like a password and a website and stuff, and I'm not sure if I'm supposed to share that, so I'm not. Alright, just grabbing and going. We've got a Liquitex acrylic ink, 30 milliliters, and this is in carbon black. I love their bottles. They're always so cute. I have a muted collection one. I think it's in like gray or something, and I think I also have a different color. I think I bought one separately, but this is really interesting. I don't actually own carbon black by Liquitex, so that's nice. Next thing we've got, oh my gosh, it's so tiny. Alright, so we have a King Art Original Gold Premium 18/0, which means it's heckin' tiny. Like, this brush is teeny. I'm gonna keep the little plastic part on it so I don't make the bristles all wonky. Ugh. Oh, this is kind of cool. Okay, so we have a 3-pack of Marabou Graphics Aqua ink. We have one in, the colors are on the back. So there is Dark Ultramarine, Petrol, and Reseda. They are very pretty. So it's basically blue, blue-green, green. Pretty cool, honestly. We've also got an Inktober sticker. A Uni Posca pen in white, and this is a PC1M, so it's a 0.7 millimeter tip. And that's what the tip looks like. It's tiny. I actually like these plastic nib ones, even though I tend to break them because I'm very heavy-handed. We've got an Airheads, and I am kind of disappointed. Usually there's a full-size candy in here, and a little disappointed with you, ARTSNACKS. Where's my full-size candy? Dang it. I love sweets, and I need a full-size candy. Anyway, the last item in here is, okay, I could live without this. It is a Copic Fude pen, and these are basically brush pens. They're the non-refillable kind. And I actually had 2 of them. I got rid of 1, and now I have 2 again. So just so you can get a look at the tip, I will probably not be using this one in particular right away just because I don't want it to go dry. I had one go pretty much dry because I opened it and stopped using it, so I'm not gonna do that this time. So I'm not gonna open, well, technically I opened it and showed you, but I'm not gonna actually start using it until the other one's dried out. So I'm just gonna kind of keep this inside. So when I do swatches, it'll be my other Copic Fude pen. Alright, so here are all the physical items that came in the box. Of course, there is a class that is also worth $30. Really quick, I'm gonna go over the price breakdown just because I didn't do it a minute ago. So the limited edition Inktober Plumchester Square Sketchbook is a $24 retail. Then we have the Liquitex Professional Acrylic Ink, which is $7.99 retail. The paintbrush is also $7.99 retail. The Uni Posca pen is $3.99. The pencil case is $13.25 retail. The Copic Fude is a $7.49 retail. The set of 3 inks here are a $9.99 retail, and then the Linux paper is a $12.55 retail. And then of course the class is a $30 retail. So excluding the class, the total retail value of the supplies is $87.25. If you add the class, it's $117.25. And honestly, I don't remember how much I paid for it, so let me go look really quick. Overall, I paid $87, and I think it was 23 cents, but that was also including shipping. I think the original price of the box was $79. So overall, my thoughts right now before using this stuff is, okay, I actually like the supplies better than I did last year, just because last year seemed really tailored toward like markers, because we got a lot of like King Art markers, and I really didn't want to go that route. I wanted to just stick black and white, and I think this is a fun mix of inks and papers and stuff. It does feel like a lot less than last year though, even though the supplies may total out to around the same price. It does feel a lot less. So overall, I have mixed feelings. I think this will be fun, but I also feel like it's a little less, especially because the box is quite expensive. So anyway, that's just my current feelings on them. Let's go swatch them out and see how I actually like them. Also, I'm going to try swatching them out in this Plumchester Sketchbook, but it doesn't really hold ink that well, so I may end up swatching it out on something else. We'll see. I do really love the art on the front of this. So we're gonna go ahead and swatch out. I'm not gonna put anything on the first page. I never do. I'm weird like that. But we're gonna swatch this stuff on this page. I don't even know where to start. I'm going to be using a very empty water brush. That's fine. Only because this little tiny brush that came with it is exactly that, teeny tiny. And I don't have any water on me, like any next to me, so I'm just gonna use a water brush. I'm just gonna go in and I'm just gonna draw out some ink. Like I said, I don't think this actually handles like water and ink very well, so we're just gonna play around with it and see how it all reacts and stuff. Like it dries really fast. It's definitely not coated for this. Go ahead and pull that out a little bit. So like if I wanted to lift that up and come back to it, I really couldn't. But that's fine. I expected that because I already have a Plumchester Sketchbook from last year, and again, it doesn't really take ink very well. I'm more or less doing this just because I want to play with them on this paper. I know, right? I'm a mad woman. She's a mad woman. And it like fades it out. I don't know if you can kind of see that. Like, if you want to do water techniques, you have to work very quickly, and even then it didn't go very far. I like this petrol color. Don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but that's how I'm pronouncing it. And then this last color is actually really, really pretty. It's almost neon. So after I do all these swatches on this paper, which does not take swatches very well, I'm actually going to do some other swatches and show you what they look like on an actual paper that is good for this kind of stuff. Alright, then we have the Copic Gossin Fude. Hand lettering is not my strong point. So if you go quick, you get a really broken line like that. This one feels really dry. If you go slow, you get a nice thick line like that. And then of course you can do some thin to thick lettering if you're good at that kind of stuff. Then lastly, we have the Uni Posca, and I'm actually gonna have to get this going. There we go. And none of this is dry, so we're just gonna go over the Gossin Fude. But Posca pens are always nice. They're super opaque, and I really like that. And that's it. See, it feels so like that's it. I'm gonna put this sticker down really quick. Maybe if I can get it to come off. Come on. There we go. I'm not used to having fingernails, so I don't use them. Alright, I am actually going to go swatch these out on another paper, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like on some actual good paper. I might even use that Linux. Alright, so here are the swatches I did, and then here is the comparison. And I don't know if you can tell in real life, these have yet to dry, but it looks a lot better over here than it does here. It's very washed out and faded over on this paper. Plus, it goes through to the back. So this paper, for me, is definitely for dry media, pencils, pens, like maybe even markers, if you consider that dry media, as long as you put like a paper behind it, that kind of thing. I personally wouldn't use wet media on this normally. I just kind of did it because I like having swatches in my book, just to remember what was actually in the box. But I think they look a lot more vivid and just bright and great on this, whereas if you get really close you can kind of see it's really speckled and it just doesn't look as great. But anyway, that's me. Some people like this look, and you can totally do it. I'm not saying you can't do it. It's just for me personally, I'm not gonna do it. But anyway, that is what came in the ARTSNACKS box. I did find out, however, that people who got the box either got a warm set or a cool set. I have like the blue-green curse, as if you've already seen my ARTSNACKS box and I uploaded it, you'll see that. If I haven't, spoiler alert. But I have like a blue-green curse, so I always tend to get like cool colors, which I'm not upset about. I actually use more cool colors in my art, I think. Maybe? Do I? I don't know, I have to go back, but I feel like I use more cool colors, so I'm more excited about this overall. And I'm excited to actually, you know, make some art with it and go from there. So anyway, let's go make some art, like I just kind of alluded to. So today, for this video, I am going to be talking about my plans for this Inktober, and I'm just going to doodle a fun, simple piece. I think I want to design this month's Patreon sticker sheet. Traditionally, I've done the last few digitally, and that'd be fun to do some of them traditionally. So I'm going to be drawing some mushrooms. Just I'm going to get some reference for real life ones, and then I'm going to paint them in these fun, funky colors. just to make it fun, really. I may throw in some butterflies here and there, but I thought it would be fun to kind of take you on the journey of where I do my doodling. And I'm going to do it in this really cool sketchbook. I actually have the Inktober sketchbook from last year, and it's not even filled out yet. It's almost done, but it's not filled out yet. But just for the sake of the video, I wanted to sketch in this sketchbook. Also, don't mind my dirty palette. I'm super type B, and I just don't care. So I'm sorry for all of you who really like a pristine palette. I've got a bucket of water here and it's in my way. I also don't want to dump it on the floor because it's filled with black ink. I've been painting today. Alright, so let us sketch out some mushrooms. So I don't actually know the names of a lot of these mushrooms, so I'm just gonna call them by what they look like. So the first one I want to draw is one of my like favorite mushrooms, and I feel like it's everybody's favorite anymore. But that is like a dripping mushroom. Oh, camera, why you no focus? And I want to draw these kind of big just because I'm trying to rough them out and just get some general shapes here. I'm not really caring too much about detail going into this. But these mushrooms are really cool because they look like they're dripping black ink, which I thought would be fun to do with the black ink. So they're typically white on top and then they get darker as you go down. So I'm just going to kind of emulate that by getting darker with my mechanical pencil. And yes, I'm being really messy, I'm sorry. So I'm going to kind of indicate some of these like little drip things by doing this. This is how I sketch. My sketchbook is filled with just really ugly sketches, and that's why I don't show my sketchbook, because it's typically really messy. If you want to see my sketchbook though, I do share it over on Patreon. I feel like I've been like a walking Patreon advertisement, and I am sorry, but I have a lot of fun over there, and I hope everyone else that's over there does, so I like to share things over on Patreon, so. Alright, we've got one mushroom down. The next type of mushroom I'm gonna do is kind of like your staple mushroom, which is a toadstool. At least I think that's what they're called. I don't know. It's the poisonous ones. They're really pretty to me, and they are really rounded at the top. I'm gonna make this one kind of curvy, and then they've got like this little skirt thing going on right here. Then they've got like a little second stalk right here. And then they've just got little dots, so I'm just gonna scribble those in really quick. And toadstool, usually this part is red, but today it's blue. Ooh, this pencil lead's getting on my nerves. But there are other types that like kind of shelf off like this. I don't know if it's a toadstool or not, but it looks like one because it still has this like skirt thing. So it's just another option, I suppose. Then they've got these really cool ones. I say they've got these like it's a store selling them. They're like, I don't know what they're called, but they're really cool. Got like lines going up and down them. They're real funky looking, but I think they're cool. We're switching pencils. I am kind of heavy-handed, so it's kind of fair that that one breaks a lot, but... And that is a terrible diagram of what that looks like. Actually, there are quite a few mushrooms. I just tapped this. I'm not working on my iPad. But yeah, anyway, that's a terrible example. Here, let's break it down into shapes. So it's kind of a funnel almost. And then it's got this pretty little like skirting at the top. And then I think it has a hole in the center. According to what I'm looking at, this is called a chanterelle. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but it's pretty nonetheless. Then there's like a morel mushroom. I actually know what this one is because a lot of people in my area hunt them. I don't actually like eating mushrooms. They're a little too earthy for me. I don't know. Anytime I eat them, they just make me feel like I'm eating dirt. And I don't like the texture. The texture reminds me of eating snails, and it's disgusting. And I don't mean like escargot, because I've actually never had escargot. But it reminds me of eating snails, and it's not the greatest experience. This is a terrible example of a morel mushroom, but here we are. I'm gonna kind of make the sides dip it in and out because it looks like a shriveled mushroom, honestly. And then we've got, again, this reference says it's a shiitake mushroom. So we're going with it. And it's actually multicolored. That's kind of cool. So it's white under here and it's dark on top. My sketches are so messy. Ooh, this one's cool. Okay, so what is this one called? Kaatydid? I don't know if that's actually what it's called, but it's just like a bunch of them. Like literally a bunch of them. And it's so cool looking. I really like this one. And then I'm gonna do one more. Let's do a porcini mushroom. I drew that all wrong. It's supposed to be flat on top and kind of rounded on the sides. And they're so cute. They're like fat and they're so cute. I'm drawing another one. They're like fat little mushrooms. Ooh. Ta-da! Mushrooms! Alright, so I've done some doodles. Now I'm actually going to take it to this Linux paper and I'm going to sketch something out a little less rough than this. However, I'm going to do all the sketching off camera just because you already saw my process. It'll be a little less messy than that. But anyway, I'll be back with a sketch and we can talk about my plans for Inktober. Back with some more refined sketches than what you saw earlier. I'm going to take the Copic Gossin Fude pen and I'm just going to outline them really quick. Adding hopefully some line weight. I haven't used a brush pen in a while, so bear with me on that. But as I'm lining this very haphazardly, I want to talk about my Inktober plans. So I am not actually going to be participating in the official Inktober. I will be probably doing someone else's prompts or maybe even my own. I'm actually thinking of doing my own prompts. If I do make an official list, I will have it over on Patreon. And it might even be public. I don't think I'm gonna hide it like behind paywall, but I'll probably just upload it to Patreon just because it's easier. But if I don't make an actual like list, I think I might just do something like Vamptober. I don't know if anybody's like making a list for that or not. But basically, I kind of want to just draw some vampires this month. But I also might just do my own thing, if that makes sense. I just kind of want to play around with ink. I like saving this time for inking and playing around with inks, so I only use my inks to what feels like once a year. But anyway, that's kind of my goal for this year. I don't know if I'm going to be doing every day. I would really like to upload a video every day. I think that would be really cool, but I don't want to commit to that. I just feel like that's a lot to commit to. But that is something I would like to do. However, I would have to start a little earlier than October, because there's no way I can edit and upload a video every single day, not with the schedule that I currently have, especially because I am a third shifter. So most of the videos you see, like right now, I'm filming at a whopping 2:18 in the morning, and that's technically my 2 p.m. because that's how my schedule is. It's completely flipped from a normal person's schedule. I don't mind it. I actually thrive on a third shift schedule, but usually like my uploading and stuff is different. I have to schedule most of my stuff. So if I was editing and trying to upload in the same day, it wouldn't work because my schedule's not meant for that. But anyway, that is my goal for Inktober, October, Vamptober. I would love to make a video every day. Last time I did it, I loved it. My channel got shut down. That was the whole story. I don't know if you were around for that. But if you were around for that, you might remember that my channel got shut down for a while. Because YouTube was having some issues, and that was a whole time and a half. So, yeah, I don't know. I think I'll try, and if I don't make it, I will be uploading like art snacks and Paletful Packs boxes that I get, and I think I'll be getting a sketch box as well. That'll be my last sketch box that I plan on getting. However, yeah, I'll be uploading those boxes, and then I think that's it as far as like planned videos that I have. This video is obviously going up because I got the box and I wanted to show you guys. So yeah, and I'll probably do a lot of my inking stuff with this box because I like the supplies that are inside. But yeah, that's my goal. So do you guys have a goal for Inktober, Arttober, whatever is going on this October with art supplies? If you do, leave a comment down below. I want to hear what you're planning on doing for this October, or if you're busy, maybe. I mean, you don't have to do art this October. And of course, as usual, if you want to share what you make with me, I would absolutely love to see it. Just use the hashtag squiddoodling with Katie so I can see it. Alright, now these are all inked. And I actually want to add a few lines to this shiitake mushroom. Just like little hatchy lines. I'm going to leave the dots on this one blank until the very end, and I'm going to go in with this gorgeous Posca marker and add them in. But for now, I'm going to hope this is dry, and I'm going to start to erase. This Linux paper seems very absorbent, so I'm not really surprised it's dry already. Guess the only one I should be worried about is this last one. I'll just lightly go over it. Alright, that did good enough. And these mushrooms are all going to be funky colors, so I'm going to be alternating between all of the colors, the greens and the blues and the blue-greens and the black. I'm going to take this Liquitex for a spin. If I can't open it, I guess I'm not doing that. Darn hand strength being 0. Why you don't open it? Now you know when I do finally open this, it's gonna go everywhere. Okay. Well, that's over. Alright, I'm going to just kind of drop that into one of my wells and hope I don't accidentally grab the wrong one, because I do have some Sennelier in here as well. The Sennelier is in the middle though. Again, because I was painting with other things. Anywho, I don't know if I'm going to use this paintbrush, at least not for this. It's a little too tiny for my taste, so I'm going to grab a different paintbrush. And we're just gonna go for it. This part's really dark anyway, so I'm just gonna drop this ink in. And it's gonna be kind of haphazard. You know me, that's the only way I like to roll. I'm just gonna bring this up, trying to keep it wet as I go. Basically, I'm trying to work really quickly so I can get some fun blendy effects. Ah, that looks really good. I like that. I like it a lot. Alright, any other place I want to add? You know what? This is a really warm black. So I think watering it down will make it not really a brown, but like not a straight black either. So I'm just going to paint the top of this shiitake mushroom. Like so. And then I'm going to lighten it up. And paint the stalk. I don't know, are these stalks? Are they stems? What are they? Kind of blend that out. I only want a couple of these just black and white. All the other ones I would like to be super fun and colorful. So we're gonna leave those as is, and I'm going to go in with these fun colors. So I'm going to dip them out. Ooh, I might need another palette for the, you know what? We're gonna grab a different palette. Because in the off chance that this black wants to come back and haunt us, I will be sad. So we're going to use this nice clean palette that will be clean for a microsecond. Because I probably never clean it. That's a lie, I've already actually cleaned it. You know what, okay, so this is like bright green. You know what, let's just go. Let's go for it. Just making some like, these are funky mushrooms, wink wonk. And then maybe we'll do this like fun petrol color. I love the name of this. And I'll water it down a little bit, and then I'm just gonna like swoop it in here. And swoop is a technical term. I'm kidding. Let's see, what can we talk about? Ooh, I love this color so much. I keep grabbing from the wrong water basin, and I have one that's like really dirty water, and then I have another one that's like super clean water. And I'm trying not to grab from the really dirty one, but here we are. I'm actually really excited to be just drawing mushrooms. I feel like I draw a lot of people, and there's nothing wrong with it. I actually really enjoy drawing people. However, ow, I feel like I do that a lot, so. Ooh, these chanterelles are going to be really pretty in this color. Like, it feels weird painting some of this stuff in like non-normal colors, but it's like, it's ultra fun. Painting with ultramarine and it's ultra fun. Oh, sorry, I'm sorry. Listen, if I ever make a really cringy pun, it's because I'm literally a cringy pun. I'm terrible with puns, like terrible not even in the good way. Like I'm terrible bad at puns. Like my husband is constantly like, babe, that was terrible. And I'm just like, I know, you love me though. So, yeah. Alright, now we're gonna do some mixing. I'm gonna mix this petrol. Help, I love saying that. With like this poison green. What color does that make? It makes like an emerald green. That's fun. Apparently the light source is coming, whoa, from the left side because I'm painting all of them like that. Are you guys excited for fall? I'm so excited for fall. And, well, of course, if you don't live in an area that's about to go into fall, are you excited for spring? Because I suppose spring is also coming your way. Or already has. I'm honestly not sure. But I'm excited just for changing of the seasons, to be honest. I'm personally ready for chilly but not cold weather because fall's my favorite season. And I'm also ready for just sweater weather. Ooh, this made a nice yellowy color. We're gonna use this for like the stalks. And I'm also gonna add some to that shiitake mushroom because I can. That'd be really fun just to like, yeah, I like that. Just add a little bit. But yeah, also, if you've made it this far in the video, I forgot to mention it earlier, but I'm actually planning a store update, and it should be within like mid to end of September. So I hope you're looking out for that. I'm going to be adding a bunch of new stuff. If you're a patron, you've actually already seen this stuff, and you may even actually own one of them because I'm having a ton of acrylic charms come into my shop, and I'm very, very excited. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. I will be making announcements and stuff on social media, so if you don't already follow me on social media, feel free to do so. I post mainly on Instagram right now, but I do still have a Twitter that I have kind of abandoned. I get on there, I kind of forget to post. I posted something the other day and I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't posted on Twitter in so long. But anyway, yeah, I am gonna be having a bunch of like acrylic charms. A lot of it is squid themed, so if you really like my squids, keep an eye out for those. Then I have, of course, my Monster Girls from last year. I've got my new washi tapes. I mentioned it earlier in the video, but I love these things. They're so gorgeous and they work really well. They work like a tape would, you know? So I'm really excited for this new launch, and hopefully I can continue to push out new things. Sneak peek, and I've kind of mentioned it over on my Patreon, but official sneak peek, I'm actually also going to be doing Halloween themed squids this year, and I'm so excited. I don't know if I want to do stickers or charms or pins. I'm kind of on the fence. If you've got a preference, leave it in the comments below. But if I make like a pin or a charm, any order will probably get a sticker of it. I think that would be a fun way to do it. But yeah, so oh, these are so cute. Okay, I need to actually add a little bit of black to these because I added a couple of black ones and then I was just like, oh, there isn't anything else black in here and I want some black in here. So anywho, yeah, just anyway, look forward to that. I'm super excited. My store is currently closed. I'm trying to revamp it. I kind of abandoned it, it felt like, for a while. I just wasn't updating it, and I don't know why either. I don't really have a good reason, I just wasn't updating it. And again, I already mentioned it in the video, but if you're a patron, you will be getting an additional store discount. So I don't know what the initial store discount will be for everyone because I'm gonna have like a launch sale, a relaunch sale, but I will be giving patrons an additional discount. So like for instance, if I do 10% for everybody, I'll do 20% for patrons off of my store. So that's just something to be aware of. Oh no, it bled. I thought this was dry. Oh well, that's actually not too bad. I'm gonna add a little bit of block in here. I really like how these are coming out. They're so messy and I love it. I love messy art so much, so much, so much. But yeah, I think I'm actually gonna call that done. I really just wanted this piece to be really simple because I'm going to be configuring them into a sticker sheet, making probably a background digitally. Yeah, I'll probably make a digital background. And then of course I'll be printing them and cutting them and sending them out as a sticker sheet because they're so cute. But I need to let this dry so I can actually put that Posca marker on there. So I'm also gonna take this Posca and I'm just going to make some little dots on this mushroom. From what I can tell, this type of mushroom has some really tiny dots, but they kind of just seem to vary. So I just kind of want to place them everywhere, make some big ones and some small ones and all that. I also want to add a little bit of detail to some of these, so I'm going to kind of just like scratch in a little bit of highlight. I say scratch because this is kind of scratchy. And then I think I want to add just a little bit to this dripping mushroom. As you can tell, I actually added some lines off camera. I was just kind of feeling it. I love these mushrooms down here. They're so cool. Then I just want to add some little lines in the shadows here. Nothing too much. I just kind of want to just add some scribbly bits, really. And yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. These are really cute and I'm excited to make them into stickers. So here is a look at the final little mushrooms. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me and I hope you had fun. Again, as always, if you doodle anything with me, use the hashtag squidoodling with Katie over on Instagram to show me what you doodled or what you didn't doodle. You don't have to, I guess. If you did anything specific, let me know in a comment down below. Alright, I love you guys so incredibly much. I hope you have a squidoodly awesome day and I hope that you stay safe, happy, and healthy. I love you all so much. Thank you for hanging out with me and until next time, my adorable squidlings, toodaloo!